As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the LSU Tigers taking on the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So LSU's offense takes the field to start this game off. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter, but over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Dalton. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, when you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The give to the back. It's a fumble. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Zings it complete to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. That is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Bradford. On the move at the 30. And he's brought down after a nice gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a win.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
He'll keep it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. On the ground, it's Bradford. Still running at the 40. Rams him with the stiff arm. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The give to the left. Oh, what a move. Bevo is a ground-based animal, and he has to like what he's seeing right now from this running game.
The beef up front doing their job, creating some holes, making some alleys, get those running backs. I think Texas, when you can pound the rock and you can use your big guys up front, you can win a lot of football games. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Power football with the run. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the running back. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team.
Trying to find his man on first down.
A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. To the ground with the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. LSU right back to the line. Here they're trying to get to the edge. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. He's got 50 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Quarterback extends the play. Slides it, but he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
And come on now, O-line. Got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's finally got it out of bounds, and even with that kind of pickup, they are still short of the first down.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. Third down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. That's exactly what happened, now setting up fourth down.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab down the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. He wants to throw it. Got his man down the middle. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. It's complete. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the 1st down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks, and the offense there lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. You guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They're bringing heat. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They go to the draw. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
What a great job by the backside of the defense staying home. A lot of time the run looks like it's going the other direction. What happens? You start to chase. Nope. These guys stayed home and played their assignment, and that's why they had success.
On second down, looking again to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this game really has turned into a defensive struggle, and both defenses right now are just absolutely dominating. That time, nice job using his pass rush moves, getting to the quarterback, and they just look like they cannot be blocked right now up front.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got a man. It's Dalton. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Set up for second and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Kept it on the ground on first down, see if they stick with that plan on second. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? The Longhorns are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On second down, wants to throw it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And the Longhorns will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
And the Tigers will keep this drive going.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. At midfield, he's got room. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. The give from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Got his man quickly. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Bradford. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra.
Touchdown, Texas! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. And he's still running after the move. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of the stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Using the quick game. There to make the tackle, but their big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Defense backed up, and this crowd trying to will them to get a big stop late. They think there's room to run to the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. Headed to the end zone. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. Pushes ahead. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They're going to run it. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Give to the big fullback. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Well, you look at the clock. They've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen...
He lobs one high down the left side. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes...